Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Cup Heroes 1 replay. Spawn north side as a Panzer player, we've got HuK. Spawn as the Wehrmacht forces, we've got Cartin. Spawn south side as the British forces, we've got YourMaker. Spawn as the US forces, we've got Defianc with a capital 4. I might go for mortar half-track or armored card first, probably. So this is probably at least going for a Panzer command at minimum. Wehrmacht core is going on up. We've got the Kenigrad over here with no doctor selected just yet. And looks like the Skull Park squad going straight for the field sector. Bit of fire there on the Pioneer. We've got the Kenigrad heading down south. And we've got the Lieutenant now pulling the field by the British player. He's probably going to try to redeploy onto this corner right there. And lock down the field sector. Each section may try to camp there, get behind heavy cover. Yeah, he's just going to lock down the area so he can redeploy the HQ. It's moving nice and slowly without the speed governors. Bit of damage there on that Panzer player. Yep, sorry, I don't have any 1v1s involving Brits at the moment. If section push 4, get a bit of fire onto that Pioneer. And now we've got the forward HQ being salvaged here. Pioneers push forward. Panzer Grenadiers now engaging intersection. Here, they're going to get a little bit overrun, but with the point decapped or fully locked down, I think retreating back early would be half bad because the chance of him getting overran is very likely. Give him extra time to rotate over here. The Lieutenant way over here. He needs something here. Maybe a slit trench wouldn't be half bad to help him just prevent him getting overran. Rifle squad push forward. Got the Kenigrad cut to the VP. Panzer Grenadiers moving around. Lieutenant here. Lieutenant needs it back on off. Skull squad push forward, though it's pretty wounded. Rifle squad making his way forward as well, trying to get inside the garrison of Panzer Grenadiers. Rifle squad gets in there. It only has windows on the side, so it's not. Oh wait, no, the Panzer Grenadier got inside. Rifle squad does fall back. Probably yes, and we're probably going to see Royal Artillery because that's basically default. Another intersection push way forward. And got the MG42 inside the train station. Does pack on up. Probably should get back on in. Intersection does take a bit of damage there. Intersection does need to fall back now. Both are falling back. Lieutenant here could just fall behind the train in order to get the aura benefits. Yep, this guy here is a little bit difficult. This map, if the British player can deploy there, it's going to be annoying, that's for sure. And now also, the British player has free reign to move around squads here without the need of a lieutenant, nor with scope rifles. So he can go for other weapon upgrades and get some good firepower in this region. He's not slowed down as well. Plus, Captain Aura could be very powerful in this sector as well. Just put him beyond the training station, maybe inside a slip train to keep it warm. And the entire region is going to be very hard to displace. Oh, thanks for the YouTube subscription, whoever you may be at. I still don't have a way to see who subscribed at hand. Could also be related to subscribe to a whole new, different video entirely. Scope rifle moving around. Got the Strife squad getting nice and close to the Panzer Grenadiers. Scope rifles engaging the MG42 I think that was pulled to the marksman there onto the gunner. And we got a bit of an MG spam by the Wehrmacht player. Yep, triple MGs. That's one way to stop the British player from moving around all too well. I think the Wehrmacht player should perhaps got a mortar half-track there from the Panzer player, not a bad idea.
Hunter, we are losing a fuel depot to the enemy.
Mortars are not bad, help displace this region. US player has gone for a mortar. He has gone for support weapons center. We saw rifle squads, yes. So he went for support weapons second. Early support weapons center, so maybe some snipers. Huh. You know, most of the time I would assume people who find live streams on YouTube are already subscribed to the people. Because YouTube's not really a live, how to put it, live streaming platform. Usually live streams are already for people who are already subscribed to the regular videos. Because I never have live streams recommended to me that from people who are already subscribed to me.
Attention, the enemy advances.
Or I'm already subscribed to. Blah. Mortar running on in. You're asking the Vermin player to get an AT. Not a bad idea. Shimvagen deployed in field. Is there a US sniper? Maybe he's concerned about the US since he sees mortars in the field. Maybe he's concerned about US snipers. Which apparently not the case. US players going for double mortar against the AMG spam. I like that. And plus with the train station right here, there's actually a lot of good cover for the mortars. If you don't know exactly where to place a barrage, just do a tackle move order here and here, and use the train station as well the train as cover. We do now have a triage center or casualty clearing station pulled out by the British player. US 30 cal help control the flanks. Telegraph still alive. No doctrine selected just yet for the Penn's lead player. Repair, asking for a repair bunker. Maybe a little bit too early for that. It's already plotted field. I think that's way too early for a repair bunker. But that could also mean that it allows the Penn's lead player to be a bit more aggressive with light vehicles. Each section's push way forward. 30 cal, set on up. Repair pioneers just idle there? Why the repair pioneers idle right there? That's weird. Repair pioneers are really bugged out there. Oh, by the way, they will repair up the mortar half track on the front line. So many statements of that is wrong. Mortar half track should not be on the front line. Pioneers taking severe damage. Got some tank traps will be destroyed. Panzergrenadiers push way forward. And of course, got the Wehrmacht M42. Does heroic charge, but did too early, so the one squad does not get charged, and plus he was out of the radius as well. You also have early 4-man squads. I do like the 4-man squad upgrade. It's gone for both Logistics Company and Camp Growth Company. 4-man squads does give him 30% increased health and firepower, without weapon upgrades at least. Still good amount of extra health and damage there, able to help deal with the fight here. Mortar half track should probably, he sees the retreat point, could barrage it or incendiary barrage it. But now the Panzergrenadier is getting splashed a little bit by the US mortar. Maybe the mortar half track behind the counter barrage of the US mortars.
The enemy is stealing a victory point from beneath our noses.
30 cal here. I believe there's no US sniper down in the field. Yep, very nice. Panzergrenadier is starting to get overran a little bit there, but I thought it was going to be a good mortar shot there. Panzergrenadiers are pretty wounded. Great hit there as well, so the barrage just getting repeatedly good hits. Casualty clearing station does get some medical supplies going. I don't know if there's any medics in the field. That's a British medic there. US player, if US player wants his team to get out more medics, he can just deploy a medic station behind the casualty clearing station. It will drop the casualties for his teammate. Double defense mortar already. Why is the US mortar right there? Does get fully wiped, but why was the US mortar there? Why? You don't push forward mortars like that.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Now I'm wondering, is this US player an AI? Did I miss a notification saying he's an AI? I don't remember seeing AI notification.
We are losing a sector.
Pulling out something right there. I got a motor pool here as well. Doesn't seem like an AI. Mortar does some good hits here.
Our supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
Your message saying nice mortar, I can't tell you if you're talking about the US mortar being sarcastic or the Pensley mortar where it was actually being pretty good. Kaliningrad taking some fire. No doctrine selected just yet. Does avoid the mortar shot there. No engine crit onto it.
Grenadiers have received G-43s. Target completely destroyed.
Looks like medics went down there. Very good shot. 30 cal being set on up. Getting ripped apart there.
Sergeant is available for assignment.
Does take out that M30 cal. Do now have a Greyhound. We do now have Heroic Charge. Greyhound gets the 50 cal up and going first. We need to go for Armor Skirts first. Armor Skirts is a mandatory upgrade. 50 cal is an optional upgrade.
Our brothers have fallen.
Does get a nice little wipe there. He's down to 2 Panzer Grenadiers at the moment. Damage into crit there. And goes, takes out the Greyhound.
We are losing a sector.
I think the armor skirts popped just a moment too late before that first shot. I mean, the Panzer Grenadiers were pretty wounded. And the Greyhound was just right around here where that happened. We do now have the 30 caliber secured up by the British player. Each section's pushing over here. We do have another US mortar here. Am I crazy? Is this US player a AI or... I have no idea. I don't remember seeing AI notification up there. Almost like if it is an AI, I have no idea. I know it feels like sometimes when I play Call of Heroes 2, I feel like a teammate is an AI, but it doesn't say, it says it's not an AI. So I always wonder if some way somebody can trigger the script where AI takes over without actually taking over. Mortar half track getting repaired on up. MG falls on back. Do not have British Steward.
Our engineering has stepped even further ahead of our enemy.
Do we see a canister? Got hit by there by Pack 38. I say a Pack 38, just keep an eye on this alley, wouldn't be half bad. Shimbok engaging the bar rifleman. Then we just kept the fuel or BP now. And now the allies do have a double country favor. Also, the VPs are getting quite similar. They're different by 1. So the Axis players are ahead. Now they're behind. And the Shimbogan does get burnt down. Captain sector as well as the lieutenant. 2 G43s. And Hets are now available. Heroic charge active there. British player does take some fire. Does retreat back to 1 squad. I think the mortar half track is barraging right there. Could be incendiary barrage as well. Does find the M1 AT gun here. And Greg can move around over here and get the repairs onto that mortar half track. It looks like the repair bunk is also doing that as well. Engine 42 firing over here. All these horses now falling back.
We are losing a munitions depot.
This section decoupled this sector. Got now a great hit there on the M1 AT gun. This M1 AT gun got Pack that gets recruited by Pioneers.
We have lost a unit.
Looks like Kaliningrad has gone down. Best to use a Burgundy to get that recovered. Now got an AT Hetzer now pulling the field. Up here we got a M3 half track. Upgrade to a quad. Wehrmacht sniper on field. Does not take up the sniper. H42 decrewed. Kaliningrad has gone down. Best use a Burgundy to get that recovered. ATS up straight forward. Engineers here can hit by the British 30 cal. Good shot there on the Stuart.
We now have the ability to deploy young counter.
That seems a good spot for a barrage. Of course, it is out of vision range. Incendiary mortar there, though. Stuart push right forward. Good pen there on the Stuart. Good shots in the M1AT gun. And Sniper does decrew it.
Fallen to our might.
Let's have the ready.
Quad half track? Did he capture that sector of the quad half track? He may have armor.
We have gained the ability to instruct the troops on tank awareness.
30 cal may get decrewed there. Stuart does take a hit. Captain and secured 30 cal there. Or was that MG42? That looks like MG42 now. More look like it. Yep, MG42 there. Mortar does go down.
Now. Victory reserves are at 300 points.
Captain may get a shot, receive a shot there from Sniper. So I got double lieutenant now deployed out over here. Cats are back on off. Getting some damage there. Does get bought in. Got a single Piet squad here. Get some pens actually. More half track could get some good shots there. Multiple Piets hitting the Hetzer. Trying to creep away. Mortar does run a bit short, but does flinch these units away. The G43 squads for defense. They could just, the Hetzer could fall back to the repair bunker or to non-existent cannon grab. G43 squad does take some damage there. Scorpion squad push along the flank. Got a Flak Pan's also in here. Sniper firing away. That seems a great spot for a mortar to connect. If one of them does. Splashing everywhere around. Sniper getting some good hits. And now got these forces falling back. He knows who the 3 point is. Order barrage order right around here. Though it'll be slightly off. He is actually a barrage order. I think it's going to be landing right around here. Push too far forward. Incendiary mortar. Splashes some of these guys. Does do a captain retreat, looks like. Captain's over here. Up here, got the M10 now engaging the Flakman's Osprey. Flakman's Osprey goes down. Pack 38 rolls a miss. Rolls a pen there. Plan more for engaging the rifleman. To push the way forward. Got a lot of British forces here. I think a lot of casualties have been recovered. He has 5 infantry sections here. And to push away forward with the support of AT Hetzer and mortar half track. M10 gets a pen there. Receive the pen. Stu nukes the 30 cal. 30 cal is still available. Looks like both these guys are hitting each other quite hard. Got this blob advancing. Now got a HuK charge active.
Attention, the enemy advances.
Does get a pretty good suppression across this entire blob. The other lieutenant maybe not dead just yet. I didn't select the other lieutenant, so maybe not alive anymore. PS squad Patrol 4. Got these two Hetzers here. Both of them receive a pin for that PS squad. Sword advancing. AT gun does connect onto the Vet 3 mortar half track. Stu does take out the AT gun. Stewart trying to get a flank. It's pretty wounded. This Hetzer just needs to rotate around, hit it. Gets a good rearm hit there. Almost dead.
Germany cannot be seen to drop below 200 points.
Stewart received a miss there, and looks like the Stewart will escape on out of there. Stu push away forward.
Kampfgruppe Leer can now use armor-piercing rounds.
Armor piercing rounds not available. We do have this M10 takes some fire from the Stu. Pack 38 resecured by Pioneers. Well, one place shot can take out the Pack 38. Does.
Troops have yet again destroyed the enemy's armor.
Have these forces pushing over here. Got her charge active. M10 does get buttoned. Stu gets a bit of splash hit there. Rifles and Spinners taking some severe damage. Stu gets another good hit there. M1 AT gun. Resecured, takes some fire, does get decrewed once again. Lieutenant over here. Mortar half track is still alive at 33 kills. Over here, got the M10 push way forward. Stu here takes some damage. Sniper here, a little bit idle. Got the RARP squad there falling back. Could get wiped out by this MG42 or by the MG42. Does get wiped out by the MG42, and looks like maybe a Piet squad went down there. One more Stu's getting some good hits there. The British players just getting grinded by the high explosives. Nepal gets some veteran seed to help them out. Hetzer pushing maybe a little bit too far forward. The Hetzer's a little bit wounded. Cine powder now going on up. Sniper took some, or left hand took some hits there. Cine powder does go down. Triple Stew here. Splashing down the HQ command truck. M10 firing away.
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
And the command truck has gone down. Got some hit there on this train station. Let's just accidentally tacked order this thing. I assume it's an accident. Stewart taking some hits there. Good hits there. These forces push forward. But this British blob just gonna get ripped apart by the triple Stew. He needs some fireflies at this point in time, which may be a little bit difficult. He has another HQ command truck here. Or I should just redeploy this munitions sector, not either this fuel sector. Let's see. Hasley players has decent amount of manpower and fuel at the moment. This player, oh no, that's the other. Yeah, the Wehrmacht player right now has some manpower, plenty of munitions for manpower blitz, and some fuel. Nothing too significant across the board. As is a Panzer command available. The British player takes some hits, does not have his armor command truck on the field. Each command truck takes severe damage. His blob is pushing over here. Does take a mortar hit there, knocking him around a little bit.
Panzer forces are down to 100
And the British player appears not selected the doctrine just yet, but has been doing a good job of consuming his munitions. The US player right now has a mixed bag of forces, low on all resources, has gone for armor. British players annihilated by the high explosive. Does manage to take out one of the stews there. Does do captain retreat there, but no reinforcements. And does do a captain sprint away. Looks like he lost another stew. M10 push way forward. Fetches to M1 AT gun. I'll double check for that message. Sorry. It may be YouTube blocking. At this point in time, not sure. Wants his teammate to go for the VPs. Right now, the Axis players have, or the Allies have plenty of VPs. The Axis players not so much.
You got our flamethrower. Come on, time to pour on the heat. Rifle squad has the objective. Engineers get the piss taunted out of us. You better raise
Sector being captured.
MG42 set up there.
ready to roll.
They have a Greyhound deployed in the field. Not sure why. But it's immediately dead. Flamethrower engaging. Getting some decent hits, but not really. Does take out the flamethrower squad now. And when he does take out Hetzer, M10 backs on off. These forces push right forward. Got a squad of Panzer Grenadiers here, as well as a bunker, unupgraded bunker. Bunker is currently being not upgraded. Over here, the US forces push right forward. Got triple capture in favor of the Allies. The Axis players have to fix the capture issue. Sniper can to capture this here.
We have only 50 points in reserve. We need position swapping.
At this point in time, they may need to get out some sort of static emplacement to protect that area. Because they're bleeding off too many VPs. That's probably what got flagged. I've had like a lot of my comments get filtered by YouTube as well. You'd be surprised how often it gets filtered.
We have lost a unit.
Oh, got a Jag Panther now deployed in the field. Captain here. AT gun taking some direct hits there. Mortar half track needs to fall back. AT gun taking more direct hits, rolls a direct miss there. AT gun does get fully destroyed.
Must turn to battle immediately. We are losing territory.
M10 does go out of control. Pack 30 does get decrewed.
Our supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
Do a sniper right here. Counter sniper miss, counter snipe shot, and does finish him off. That was a stupid chain of events. Now they have equal VPs. The Axis players are barely lose. They can't be losing VPs like this. We also have M10 here. That's a stew. Jag Panther taking some damage. Hetzer's here, plenty of health. Jag Panther takes another direct hit. There goes 17 pounder.
Attention. The enemy advances.
This VP is not currently captured by the Axis players. Players should capture it. This one is. NG42, I think, being tasked to capture the VP. It's good damage there. But the Allies are also pretty close to just being annihilated off the map. We do have a field support truck here. More VPs being counted down. The Axis players have been far too reckless with the VPs. It is currently neutral in the center with 2 shoots per support. Now have Blitzkrieg available. Only vegetable one was used as well, so no pinto mounts. VP is being captured by the Piet squad. Piet squad taking severe damage now. Now it's dogpiling with all these squads, I believe. Let's get that VP captured. Pioneer took a mortal hit there. Pensgrenadiers pushing to it. Pioneer's trying to capture it. Does wipe out everything there. And dropped a lot of weapons there. We've got a dropped Piet, a dropped Piet, a dropped Piet. Machine gun placement going down. Got the Pershing here. A lot of powerful AT assets, but of course the Jag Panther itself is quite wounded. There's not so much. Another HQ command truck here. Over here, got the flamethrower squad decapturing this VP. Got the Panzergrenadiers heading towards this VP as well, but remember as well, they don't have too many VPs remaining. They can't let this get captured. Once G43 Panzergrenadiers get engaged, and may need to suppress them. I guess Sprint's also not available. Hetzer and Jag Panther now engaging. This might have actually lost in the game. They have to be... Sniper can engage the flamethrower squad. Let the Panzergrenadiers decapture it. They're down to... this one should be decaptured in time. But getting way too close with this. Way too close to the two VPs. Like I said, they're being too reckless with this. And looks like the British player casting GG. And looks like overall, looks like the Allies are just idle right now. British players back to the game. US players sticking around. And now the US player casting GG. So it was not an AI. Oh, Stormtrooper Piets. What a very horrible variant of a Stormtrooper. And that is the end of the replay. This is Angry saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.